Hey everyone, I thought I would take you on a little bicycle ride around. I'm gonna head to the clubhouse and do a little Tai Chi. So come on and join me. Hello again and welcome to another episode of Tai Chi For You. We're down in Florida today. We're just enjoying the sunshine, the nice fresh air. Although a good crisp New England day is always very energetic too as well. You really feel it. I miss you guys. I'll be back soon, but for now I have to suffer through this. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about today's class. We're going to focus more on the you part of the Tai Chi for you. So really go inward a little bit and just stop and think about really what stresses you out, or what stresses in your life. And when we talked about this before, we talked about this, the physical stress, there's the shoulder ache, the bad knees, the sore back, whatever it is, and then you go into that mental stress, that worrying, that being frightened about something, or just again not knowing and letting things build up in you, and you don't really you always think the worst, possibly, that some people do that, and maybe it's good you prepare for it if it happens, but most of the time it doesn't happen. So one of my worst fears is having an airplane go by while I'm trying to tape this. But when you get lemons, you make lemonade. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to keep going a little bit, and hopefully we won't get distracted much by the sounds. So with that, let's try to just center in and be present. And we talked about that, how to get that done a couple of ways. And it's really just as simple as breathing. And we want to do that slow, deep breathing. We want to get that stale air out. We want to bring in the fresh air, just more oxygen into the blood. You'll be able to think clearer. A lot of times we talked a little bit about the pressure points when we did something similar to a tapping session, where when people want to think about something, or they're pressing certain points. Remember this one? Very calming, relaxing, and you do this when you have a good feeling. We talk about the heart chakra. So let's just place our hands right here, and again firmly. And just do both hands up here for a minute and just breathe naturally. Just breathe in through the nose. Feel the lungs expand. And you want to use some of that sound therapy as well. Make that coming out. And you just feel better already. Now we can practice the deeper breathing with the hand on the lower dantian, or just the lower part of the diaphragm. And when you inhale, the diaphragm's going to drop and pull and expand the lungs. This is where we squeeze it in. You can push a little bit. Hold that squeeze. Upper breath. Relax them both. You can switch hands. I'm not saying use either hand or the other. It's whatever's comfortable. So breathe in, expand. Relax. And that you want to try, you can do it sitting down. I have my trusty assistant here today, you can do that one sitting down. You can do a lot of the Tai Chi exercises that we do sitting down. So you want to think about what else do you do to de-stress. For some people, it might be like a crocheting or something with their hands. They like to cook. Some people, they get nervous or whatever and let them loose in the kitchen, and they just make meals for the week. But it's their way of dealing with their stress. But they could incorporate some of the Tai Chi into it by staying centered, not just grabbing for something, just reaching, having purpose, feel the whole body going for it, not just arms, just reach in, that dropping, that centering, lowering the center of gravity. We talked about that a little bit as well. So in a moment, we're going to start doing some warm-ups, and then we'll get into some of the moves. Good. Okay, let's use our chair. And maybe we'll start a little bit different today. We'll start from the bottom and work up. Again, I'm showing you all these, and it's great you follow along, but you want to make your workout or make it yours. That's the you part, okay? But remember, we circle, and it's focusing on more of the ankle, but you notice the knee, the leg, we're getting some of the full leg, the hip, all the sockets, everything loosening up. And then you hold it for balance, so you work the opposite side. It's just so you can help stay in that correct posture, that elongated spine we talked about. Good, just like that. And we circle. And slow down, and just breathe in, breathe out. Good. Once you feel comfortable and you want to try a few more of the advanced moves, if I back up a little bit, you can see maybe my ankle. I'm sort of rolling the weight onto it. And again, it takes time to build up to this. But you never know when you're going to step off the curb the wrong way, or step into a uneven surface, a hole in the ground, something like that. And you could stretch and feel that inner thigh a little bit too as that stretch happens. But you don't want to get the knee out too far. You want to try to keep everything stacked. Just kind of proper physics, I guess. See, if I had everybody in class, I get a lot more feedback, and what I'm trying to convey to the class, someone else might just say it a little bit different, or they'll know that word that I'm looking for. Good. All right, let's move up to the knees, and we'll just do a simple knee one. And we just circle the knees. But again, I'm keeping the back fairly straight, the chin up, doing some breathing techniques. And you could just pigeon toe in just a little bit with this one. And you want to, again, we talk about, we're not trying to do them perfect. We're just trying to do them a little bit better than the day before, or the last time you worked out, or just that last set. Go in the opposite direction. And just when you slow down, you're able to critique yourself a little bit and realize, okay, I'm a little off. All right, oh, that was a nice even. I circled very evenly. Good. And we did both directions. Excellent. The other technique with the knee. And that one you can do sitting down. Again, a lot you can do sitting down. There's really, Tai Chi's for everybody. I don't want to disclude anybody. It's there's no special clothing, there's no special equipment. So again, there's a lot of pluses to this with very limited excuses. If time's your excuse, if you can't find 15 minutes a day to do some sort of something for yourself, then you need an hour. So make this, do it 7 minutes, do 6, 12, 18, give yourself a little bonus time, but make time in the day, even if it's at the end of the day. It's best if we talk about in the morning, and we'll do those next, or soon, the morning exercises that I do. But you can rest up here on the chair and just circle the knee this way if you want. All kinds of variations to what I show you. So, and if you have a better one, or one that you do that you like and you'd like to share, that's the great thing about having classes, which we'll see what happens here in the next few weeks. I'm getting some good intel about what's happening, so I'll leave it at that. You guys will be happily surprised. So this is just bringing blood to the surface, but it's bringing the chi, waking up all around the back, the front, the side. Same thing, we even out. We could just do some circles. If that's too difficult, just put it up on a stool to reach. And if this is easier for you than trying to get down, maybe you're still a little sore or recovering from an surgery or an injury. Great. Now we got a train. So we have planes, trains. We're waiting for the automobile to come by. Unless they come through the back here, but I don't know. Maybe we'll get a submarine coming through next. Let's move up into the hip. And again, we just think about going internally and what's happening inside. And that just picture how a skeleton looks. And everything is connected, all the ligaments, the tendons that are holding things together, the fascia that's under the skin, it's all, everything's working in unison. It isn't just the hips, although we're focusing on the hips. And again, both directions. And that's the simple technique. Or if you want to visualize a figure 8. So we're going out into the center. And try that figure 8. Or infinity, however you want to think of that. Or racetrack. Circle around like that. Good. After the hips, let's move up into the shoulder area, where we just do some nice shoulder rolls. That continuous breathing in through the nose, which is better, whatever you need to do. Exhale through the mouth. In both directions. That one pretty much everyone can do. This one's a little bit more, I don't want to say advanced, but maybe a little, you'll feel it a little bit more as the arms are out to the front. And we're just going to, it's using a lot of the back, sort of the shoulder blades. So we're lifting the shoulder blades. I'm not trying to lift my shoulders up. So the back, and then pinch them and drop down. And then so the hands are already reached out. They're moving. Again, we're moving things from the back. Oh, if a side view will help it on. here. Couldn't tell. All right. So you saw how that works, and you'll start to feel it. And that's, again, being consistent. The first few weeks I was doing that one, a lot of the snap, crackle, pops came out. Now, not so much. Let's move up and just do some gentle rolling around. Don't overdo it. Bring it around in both directions. Good. Or just the basic down and up. Tuck the chin in and up, and just look to the side. Look to the side. Great. All right, just shake that out a little bit. And let's do some bouncing. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Good. All right, shake it out a little bit. Let's do the short form, the Qigong, the 3 moves. 3 moves done 3 times. First of all, we start out in the mountain pose, or Wu Ji pose. Then we make the right foot the heavy foot, so we can step out with the left, and we adjust into, we call it the horse stance. Knees are slightly bent. Opened up shoulder length, or maybe a little bit wider. Palms, arms to the side, palms face down. Bring the arms up, breath in. Hands turn, and come right down the front, down the side. Just like that. Now, we bring them up into the heart, breath in. And again, this is done slowly. You want to feel that little resistance up to the heart. Circle. Give away. Bring it in to reload. And down. So visualize we're in the pool. We're holding on to 2 floaties. And they want to float to the surface quick. But we're controlling. Or another way, if you want to think you're drawing up that water, we're just pulling it up with the palms, pulling up that earth energy. And we turn the hands in, palms face each other, and we just place that energy. We're pushing it down into the crown chakra, into the body. Think of a French press if you've made coffee that way. We're pushing that energy. It's getting a little stuck in some spots, but it's pushing out all that all that gunk, anything that's sticky. Bring that energy up. So now we're cleaned out and we can give away nice fresh energy. Load and down. So let's bring it up. 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 Give it away. Bring it in to reload. Down. And tiger returns to the mountain. Great. We didn't do any warm-ups with the wrist and the fingers and the elbow, so let's combine them all together at the same time. And this is called, a lot of things, free form. You're making it up. But you want to get those fingers extended. You want to get that wrist moving. Loosen up the elbow. Shoulders connected. Everything's getting loosened. You can go up on the toes and down. And down. Good. I'll show you a move, and we've done it a few times, but it's called the sparrow skims the lake. One hand, they're both sparrows. Here we go. It's a good little one to teach your kids here. So he's in his cave. He shoots out. He skims the lake. He flies straight up, comes back down. Now his buddy shoots out. He skims the lake, comes straight up, and down. Try it again with me. So see, I'm shifting and turning, reaching up, coming down. Shoots out. And the advanced one to this one is teacups. 2 hot cups of tea. We serve the tea. We show everybody behind the tea. We don't spill the tea. We come back. Serve. Show behind. Maybe a drop gets spilled. Okay, great. All right, next let's go over a few of the moves that are in the form that we've been practicing. First move, or the first form, is that mountain pose. Second one is stepping out into the horse stance. Third one is the opening move, where knees are bent, elongated spine, shoulders are relaxed, arms are just going to float. The energy, the chi is moving. Good. In and down. And then we go right into a hold the ball, right hand high, with that half step in. We step up and out with the heel landing first, the weight shift, hands separate. This is parting the horse's mane. Shift the weight back, 45 the front foot, turn the body, we're holding the ball left hand high. Stepping out, heel first, weight shift, throw the frisbee, or parting the horse's mane. Rocking back, 45, we do a half step up, hold the ball, step straight out, heel lands first. Excellent. Good. One of the other moves we talk about is we're going to reach up. This is where we grab, and then we shift that weight, turn the body, toss, come back, open, pull in, push up and out. When we paint the sky. Both sides, reach up, down, push, open. Good. Another one of the moves we do is that beak, whip, and send it out. Both sides. Excellent. Let's make an energy ball here before we wrap it up. Both hands rubbing together. Push firmly, nothing too strong. And then we want to start peeling them apart from the bottom. Fingertips last. Bring them so they almost touch. And this is where we're just relaxing into the moment, and just see if you can sense any of that electromagnetic field that's there. And just start to play with it. Now what we want to do is make the sword fingers or 2 fingers and circle the entire hand, but we're concentrating the energy from the fingertips going right into the palm, just like that. Good. Then we want to just start wanding, just up and down. And if you can get to the point where you get this every time, so it is something there, and that's the energy. That's what you can send out with that positive intention. You can call it healing. You can call it just good thoughts. That's all. You just want to send it out into the world, or have a specific person, place, or thing you want the energy to go to. And again, you can do it with both hands at the same time, just like that. Push, peel, palms almost touching. Play with it. Sometimes you really feel it with just this part. It's almost sticky. You don't want to lose that feeling. I don't want to go out too far, because you feel it pulling it back in. Now you're pushing in. And then the 2 sword fingers, circle that entire hand. And then center it into the palm. And just up and down, and see if you can feel any of that energy that's happening. Make the energy ball. Breath in. Intention set. You guys have been awesome. Let's finish today's class with that bone washing. Hands firmly on the back of the spine. We reach up. Nice breath in, and just wand across, or scan, or just wash. Again, words, don't get hung up on words. It's all intention. Intention, bring up the energy, sending it in where it's needed. Washing, clearing. Nice straight on the last one, just like that. Good. Both sides, hand is palm facing out on the back, reaching up. Clear the mind, clear the body. Get rid of all the aches and pains. Wash them away. Good. Straight down and great. That's a great way to put a smile on your face, start the day, end the day. You guys, be good. I'll see you soon.